Watching Local 4 Plus, the news is next. Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A heist of farm animals at a nonprofit in Detroit tonight. The founder who raised the animals is distraught because he doesn't know why the animals were stolen. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Pamela Osborne.
And I'm Will Jones. The theft took place early Thursday morning. It was caught on surveillance video. Paula Tutman joins us from Pingree Farms, where the founder of the organization is begging for the safe return of his animals. Paula.
Yeah, this is really perplexing because we're not talking about jewelry and we're not talking about art. We're talking about farm animals. And so the big questions are, where are these animals? Who has them and why?
They just did a simple cut on it right there, and then they rolled it back.
Somebody knows these vehicles, and they know these people who Thursday at 2:50 in the morning pulled off a heist with rare farm animals at Pingree Farms. Founder of the urban farm, Jimmy Mack, was on the premises, noticed animals running free inside the compound, and when he did a head count, noticed a specially trained sheep, bull, and rare goat were missing. Surveillance video shows what happened.
Well, they came over here to the sheep and the goat pens, and they went in there and they started taking the animals out, and they didn't even leave any in there. They just let them run out in the parking lot. Well, they got the ones that they wanted.
Dark colored GMC Envoy, second vehicle, black Expedition with a trailer, and there was a third that wasn't captured because it was off in the distance. At least 3 men were caught on surveillance. The animals are priceless to the founder, the mission, and the farm.
One was a prized sheep that would follow us around. We raised it since it was a baby, and then they went through the double gates here, and they took our prized bull out, which was able to drive a cart, and so he's also like of high value.
The bull,
the sheep, and the goat.
You can see little Bully, the miniature Angus bull, being let off, and then Angel the sheep, as well as a Nubian goat. Pingree Farms, a 15-acre nonprofit farm on Detroit's east side, teaches children about agriculture. Since 2010, the farm has been an important part of numerous communities, taking its animals on the road to teach about agriculture and animal husbandry. Of all the animals in the compound, these particular 3 were very specific to the mission. This is not, hey, we're going to go steal us some animals. This was planned, and they knew what animals they wanted. Yes. Because they didn't take any old animal. They took your specially trained and rare animals.
Yes, yes.
And so it appears the heist was well orchestrated because the thieves didn't just take animals. They took specifically trained animals.
I just don't want anything bad to happen to him. I just want him to come home safe, you know? I mean, I raise them all since they're little babies. You know what it's like to raise a little baby? You really get attached to them, you know?
Yeah, you know, whoever did this, they knew just enough about how this place operated so that they could get in and get this done. This is a nonprofit. They don't have money for a reward. They're really hoping that somebody is going to be compassionate enough to return these animals. And listen, somebody knows something, because a miniature bull and a sheep and a goat don't just show up unnoticed. They weren't there before, they're there now. And so anybody with any information, please contact Detroit Police. They do have a report on this. And again, the nonprofit is hoping someone will be compassionate enough to just return the animals safely.
And we certainly hope that happens. Thank you, Paula.
Today, Detroit celebrated the life of former Pistons player and community ambassador Earl Cureton. A ceremony was held at St. Cecilia's Church on the west side. Cureton died unexpectedly this past Sunday. He was 66 years old. Detroit community leaders, former teammates, members of the Pistons organization, and Cureton's family attended. His daughter spoke about his love for his family and his impact on basketball in the city that he called home.
He was my biggest supporter, my favorite coach, and I loved him with all my heart. And yet somehow he loved me 10 times more. The legacy he left behind is filled with successes that people can only dream of accomplishing in 2 lifetimes, let alone one cut short.
In lieu of flowers, those who wish to honor Cureton's life are asked to make a donation towards the restoration of the Ceciliaville Gym, where Cureton spent much of his childhood. You can find the donation link under this story on clickondetroit.com.
It's been over a week since a 1-month-old and her mother went missing from Auburn Hills, and police are still looking for help. Police believe the infant is with her mother, Amanda Prowell Smith, who has a history of mental illness. Police say Amanda left with the child after allegedly assaulting her own mother at an Auburn Hills apartment on Friday, February 2nd. If you have any information on where they might be, call Auburn Hills Police or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP.
People living near Warren's Bear Creek are still waiting to hear test results of a mysterious chemical spill that was found Thursday. Officials say samples have been sent to a lab. Results were expected yesterday, but still no word. EPA officials believe the spill came from a now defunct industrial business, and it was caused by a frozen water pipe that burst. We'll keep you updated as we learn more.
Ann Arbor is bumping up demolition of a bridge at Gallup Park due to structural issues. During a routine inspection, officials learned the bridge had significant structural issues and should not be crossed for any reason. The city is expected to demolish it as soon as Monday. The bridge over the Huron River was recently closed to all foot traffic and vehicle traffic. The city is weighing options for residents until a new bridge is completed. That's expected to be ready by May. Hockey fans all over downtown Detroit, the Red Wings played earlier today, and later tonight, Michigan and Michigan State take the ice.
Ron Hilliard is tracking conditions tonight. Ron, what can folks expect as they make their way to the game?
So pleasant weather for the most part, a little bit cool though in comparison to yesterday, but still above normal. Here's where our temperatures are right now. We're in the 30s and a lot of communities. 39 in Detroit, 38 for Ann Arbor, Port Huron 39, 40 for Monroe. We do have the cloud cover with us. That is not going to be much of an issue, though. What we are going to be watching, though, for cooler air continuing to move into our area. Rainfall staying to our south. You can see around the Tennessee Valley. Some snow showers as you get over toward the heartland. So that activity stays in those locations. We are going to have a pleasant day tomorrow as well. Here's a look at what we can expect for our Sunday. Things still around here looking pretty decent, and also some more sunshine in our forecast. So coming up, we are going to have an evening with temperatures that are down into the mid 30s as people are heading out of the game later on. A little bit cooler tonight, but we again are still above normal. If you want to track the latest conditions, all you have to do is download the 4Warn Weather app. Your 7-day forecast is coming up.
The Super Bowl is just one day away, and not only is it the biggest football game of the whole year, it's also the most popular gambling day.
Here's a live look at Allegiant Stadium where the game will be played tomorrow night. The American Gaming Association says 67.8 million American adults are expected to wager on the game this year. That's a 35% increase from last year. NFL leaders say while they are happy about the excitement, they understand the harm irresponsible gambling can do.
We are the only league to do our own spots on responsible gambling to make sure our fans understand the dangers of irresponsible gambling.
If you have a gambling problem, consider calling the number on your screen now. Trained and experienced counselors are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide immediate help.
Just take a look at this. They smell even better. More than 200 dozen punchki for the Punchki Run in Hamtramck. What makes this run so unique? Coming up.